Secondly, this morning, not only was he guilty of a commitment to comfort, and maybe there is someone here that is guilty of that as well, but he was secondly cramped in considerations. Verses 17 and 18 give us this indication. And he thought within himself, saying, "What shall I do, since I have no room to stow my crops?" So he said, "I will do this. I will pull down my barns, and I will build greater, and there I will store my crops and all my goods." Now, what should he have been considering? His plans were for the future, but not for eternity. Right? He missed a big part of what is ahead. And this kind of amazes me about the mentality of our time. We have many people that will plan for their retirement, spend a lot of time and a lot of energy going to a financial advisor and figuring out how their 401k should be balanced in this life. And this is just like that kind of an individual. Here he is cramped in his considerations. He is thinking just about the end of this life, and that's it. And we have this mentality where we spend a lot of time and energy in planning for retirement, or the person that may get life insurance. But what about eternity? And we have people that plan their funerals and get their funeral plot and everything else. But what about after death? What about God? What about judgment? What then? He plans for the future, but he misses eternity. He's cramped in his thoughts. We may have many things that happen to us that displace our thoughts of God. I find it very easy to get caught up in the honey-do list, the many things we have to do at home projects and these kinds of things. But this fellow was cramped in his consideration. This weekend, in fact, we had one of these things happen in our home. My daughter, youngest daughter, was playing in a room, and she happened to play with water, and she had a teapot. I think the teapot leaked or something like that. And I don't know, but there was so much water on the carpet, and it started to, her room's on the second floor, and it started to drip from the ceiling fan on the first floor. And we ended up having to take everything out of the room, out of Maria's room, and taking the carpet out, taking the carpet pad out, and removing the light fixture from the ceiling of the first floor room that was leaking from, and had a bowl of water in it and pouring it out. Even the light bulb has one of these screw-in fluorescent light bulbs. That had a couple of teaspoons of water in it. Even that had to be changed. But these things can absorb our time and can displace our ability to focus upon God. And my fear is that someone is here and they have missed God. They're on the fence, and they don't want to miss their comfort. They don't want to miss they don't want to consider God. They don't want to give up what it takes to humble and turn and embrace Jesus Christ. They're afraid of what they're going to miss. And it's sad. It's kind of like, I heard somebody say they took 2 5-year-olds and put them on a table, and they gave each one a marshmallow, and they said, if you wait 1 minute before eating that marshmallow in front of you, we'll give you a second marshmallow. So here's the text. Can you be patient enough to not eat that marshmallow in front of you, and if you wait, you get 2 marshmallows? Well, that's just like this life in eternity. Can you wait on all this stuff that the world has so that you can gain eternity? What is this world? We'll get into that in a minute, but he was cramped in his considerations. He wasn't considering eternity. Are you so cramped in your considerations that you have given little or no real consideration to a saving relationship with Christ? Stretch your thinking to consider long and hard the claims of Christ. Today's the day. Today's the day you need to trust in Jesus Christ.